discussion and discussion of the 4 trailers for Avengers Doomsday. Originally I wanted to react to each one individually, but I don't feel like it. I'm reacting to all 4, and there'll be a discussion after I reacted to all of them. First, let's see the Captain America. Super wild. Okay. Just the house to where they ruined. Okay. Talk about in the discussion. There's quite a few things. I presume this is just the house he'll return to after Endgame. Yeah, there we go. Infinity War was the one before it. Yeah, there is the suit. So the Captain America dream. Okay. With that, does every single one of the OG Avengers actually have a child now? That's what I can talk about in a minute. Steve Rogers, also known as Captain America, will return in Avengers Doomsday. That's it? So I guess me knowing the fact... Yeah. So, as I was saying, I guess me knowing the fact that this was about him, kind of... I mean, if that's the whole thing... Yeah, point is, I guess me being spoiled on this one kind of already informed me about the entire thing. I didn't really get anything new. I guess we saw his suit for a second, and in fact he has a kid. So yeah, sure. Alright, next trailer.
12 seconds later.
Ooh, we actually have dialogue in this one. From monologue.
I've answered every call to honor, duty.
Thor.
But now fate has given me something I never sought.
Is that his kid?
Learn to be the strength of the old fathers. I may fight once more, defeat one more enemy, and return home to her. Not as a warrior, but as warmth. To teach her not battle.
Sounds pretty cool.
The kind I never knew. Please, Father, heed my words.
Thor will return in Avengers Doomsday. Right. Another one of these. Yep. Right. This one was much better. At least we got some dialogue. Well, monologue. And I am starting to already see something, but as I said, there is a discussion part of this video. So first, let's watch the second last.
Death comes for us all.
The X-Men.
That's all I know for sure.
I mean, you're objectively incorrect, because in Marvel, there exists characters that are
Are
immune
you
to death.
prepared to die?
Multiple. And death itself is a character as well.
Question
Anyway, I can talk
Who
about
will
it
you
later.
be?
I get it. Cool dialogue, etc.
When you die?
Okay. So, Charles and Magneto, right? Okay, X-Men suit. Is Magneto gonna get his suit as well? He's very... Okay. Just a second, maybe I... Obviously enough, YouTube tells me very well where the most watched parts actually are. Let's see though, there was some movement in the background. Yeah, there is. I am struggling kind of to see what's happening, but clearly enough there was a fight, or the fight is still going on. Yeah, the X-Men will return in Avengers Doomsday. Very cool, very cool. Anything else? No. Okay. I guess there was some sentinels in the background? weird, because the Sentinel in the background didn't seem like it was going after Cyclops. Obviously, it looked pretty cool, definitely the most intriguing one so far, but yeah, I'm repeating myself for one last time, hopefully. I'll discuss most of these in the discussion part. Now, the final, and probably, I mean, maybe the worst or best, we'll see. I'll tell you in a second. Reaction now commences to that one. I need to lower the volume. Okay.
I've lost everyone that matters to me.
Wow, that's offensive to the people that probably have been with you for a very long while in there, but anyway.
To prepare our people for the afterlife.
Namor. That, whatever his name was. He's not. Sorry, I got distracted and annoyed by the fact that they called him whatever he did. Hopefully enough, even though I myself am not, I would expect an actor who's playing a super powerful individual to be in shape. Okay, you know what, I'm getting annoyed. Wakanda Forever is trash. I hate it. Right, what was happening? Sorry. Right, I have mine. Pay attention, I'm calm. Ben.
Yancey Street between Broome and Grand.
Right, obviously enough, they're gonna be a part of this. The Wakandans and the Fantastic Four will return Avengers Doomsday. What about... I don't even remember what they were called. The Atlanteans, basically. Are they not gonna return? Why did you show me Namor? Well, once again, I feel... It feels insulting to call him Namor. He isn't. It's something that... Namor's... MCU's Namor, sure. I genuinely think Wakanda Forever is horrible. Not even gonna go into that much discussion, but quickly give my opinions, I guess. I think it was disrespectful to the actor, and they should have just recasted him. Yeah, I don't even want to discuss why it annoys me in so many levels. I really don't like that movie. For too many reasons. I can have a half an hour long video just explaining why I think that movie is bad.
A few minutes later.
The other thing that happened in the trailer that is very interesting. The Atlanteans are apparently not returning, even though we straight up saw Namor. Which is even more weird, considering Sue and Namor do have some history. More specifically, Namor really has a thing for her. Honestly, a lot of individuals do have a thing for her. Which, you know what? Very fair. I understand. It's just... I mean, I guess it probably is not a good idea to show us any interactions between the two of them yet. I'm still curious about them. They better at least reference something about it. Unless maybe they intend to recast absolutely, or at least... I mean, they kind of hope they do. Who knows though, maybe the actor is gonna be better this time around. Maybe. We'll see. I really don't like Wakanda Forever. Did I say it enough times? Maybe. But yeah, I am excited to actually see Namor again. Hopefully enough he will leave a better impression this time around. And as I said, I'm intrigued to see what they're gonna be doing with the relationship between the infinite amount of characters they're gonna be showing, or shoving rather, in this movie. And the real question after that is how many of them are gonna be relevant for the sequel of the MCU? Continuation? Reboot? That's the most intriguing thing. Almost in certain ways, I guess talking about the movie in general, Avengers Doomsday, it really doesn't matter how good Avengers Doomsday is and then Secret Wars, it doesn't matter. They can be the best movies in all of human history. All that's gonna do is gonna give people maybe at least a good point to revisit nostalgia, just enjoy it, and then never come back. Unless, whenever they reset things, it actually is on a similar level. But it also depends on how many people they're gonna be keeping, because 100% I believe the current Spider-Man is gonna be staying. So is Namor. I don't know about Namor. I really don't. I feel like Avengers Doomsday is gonna, or maybe Secret Wars, is gonna determine whether we're getting a new Namor or not. Fantastic Four are too recent. I feel like they're staying. Thunderbolts, maybe some of them are staying. It really is. it really is confusing. I'm not sure who they're gonna keep, who they're gonna get rid of. I really doubt 100%. Actually, I don't doubt. I know it's 100% certainty. We're not staying. We're not staying with the current Captain America and Iron Man, etc. Just almost all the Avengers are probably being recast. But although it's gonna be confusing because technically Sam is also called Captain America, whatever. They're gonna go with Steve Rogers and Captain America, I presume, for simplicity's sake. Which, talking about bad movies, that one. I'm so happy, by the way, that many people agree with the fact that Captain America Brave New World was also garbage. Maybe garbage is a strong word. For many people, not for me, but it is a strong word for many people. Still, I'm glad they agree that the movie really isn't that great. But hey, it has some fun Falcon action scenes. Yeah, I said what I said. It truly feels like the shield is just symbol for him. Yeah, a decoration. Because his insane Tony Stark level suit is the reason why he's able to fight. The shield is truly just an accessory at best. But hey, this is not a video about me criticizing every single movie that's come out recently. And to be fair, I wouldn't, because I did enjoy the Thunderbolts. Especially Sentry absolutely destroying them. It was a great scene. I'm at least intrigued by what the Atlanteans and the Wakandans, I guess, will be doing. I'm truly most intrigued by how many of these characters are going to be continuing in the future, but hey, that's a discussion at least for after. Not Secret Wars, but yeah, Doomsday. I'm certain after that we'll maybe start getting an idea of which characters are truly going to be relevant afterwards, like Wolverine is probably going to stay, as Deadpool said, till he's 90. But talking about some of the other traitors? Sure. Trailers. Captain America one, I don't have anything to say. He exists. They showed us the suit and he has a baby. Which actually I do have something to say about that. We were showing us that, and I guess I'll throw the Thor trailer there as well, which he sounded pretty cool in that one, unlike the jokey mess that was. You know, I'm starting to notice that the last movies in which a lot of these characters were in are actually quite bad. Is what I was getting with everything is, simply put, a lot of the Avengers now have children. Hulk, I think, is the only one who's alive and does not. No, he does have Scar. She-Hulk is a thing. One incredibly positive thing I can say about that is that, thankfully enough, I'm positive She-Hulk will be recasted. I'm getting even more sad. But yeah, Hulk has Scar, obviously, and Captain America has this new child.
Later.
But yes, simply put, there is a lot of our children and their power levels vary unbelievably so. They're nowhere near each other, frankly. But it's possible they do Young Avengers, even though a lot of them are not that young and some of them are super young, so I don't know how they're gonna go about it. There is also Star-Lord, who's on Earth, and I presume he's also gonna play a role? Maybe? It's absurd and stupid, and I'm very annoyed by the fact that it took so long to have the X-Men and the Avengers actually interact with each other at all. Or frankly, Spider-Man interact with them as well. That I understand that Fox was not owned by Disney for a while, but they paid an absurd amount of money. It feels like after they did that, they should have fast-tracked X-Men almost instantaneously. Maybe it's gonna work better for them now that everything is ruined and they are gearing up to reset everything, but I feel like it would have been so cool. I am really, as I said, even though I'm excited for Avengers Doomsday, I'm much more curious to what's gonna happen after it. And even more so after the next one. Well, I guess it depends on how many Avenger movies they have before the big reset. We'll see. But truthfully, the X-Men trailer was cool. I'm excited to actually see them. I'm really excited to see them actually interact. This is gonna be a giant movie that's going to have every single Marvel property in all of history meshed into the same thing, into one big pile of just toys hitting each other, and it could be glorious. It really could be. I am really curious to see how it's gonna go. And as I said, I'm even more curious to what's gonna happen after it. Even though I might have sounded negative on most of the movies I mentioned and that TV show. I'm actually excited and looking forward to Avengers Doomsday. But for now, that is a video that I can send to each other, and hopefully if you're just as excited as I am.